This is Paige Fortier. Is that how you pronounce your last
Fortier.
name? Fortier. She is my peer specialist. My name is Catherine Renderly. I'm grappling with a mental illness. Doing it pretty successfully, I might say so myself. And Paige is my peer specialist from the class program.
Hey.
And we are working on dealing with our mental illness symptoms.
Spiritual illness.
Spiritual
for me.
illness. And we just had an interesting conversation. We just had an interesting conversation about what it is to embrace positive change, even if it doesn't always feel exactly the way you want it to feel. And we discussed ways we can make positive change within the confines of our lives. And Paige, could you explain to us what it feels like to embrace positive change sometimes?
Well, first, I guess I can only talk about my experience recently, and that it's been as I've been making positive changes, I've been focusing on the negative. So I've been focusing on what I can't do. I've been focusing on how I can't drink. I've been focusing on how I can't live a promiscuous life, or a life that isn't trying to be a spiritual person without feeling consequences, because I think I'm mad because I'm the type of person that does feel the consequences. And that's exactly the opposite mindset, because as I was talking to you, Katie, I was just like, why would I be mad about the fact that I'm trying to change my life in a positive way? I know it feels better because when I don't do it, like I said, I felt the consequences. I'd be close to using, have anxiety, have depression. But I think I'm in a phase right now where it's an awkward middle, because I've just been doing spiritual practices on a daily basis for only like a week now. I've been in the 12-step program for a couple of years, but I haven't done stuff spiritually every day. And I'm really trying to get right with higher power and grounded in myself, because I know that's where wisdom is. And I just want to keep focusing on how that's positive and how I embrace that instead of what I can't do. So it's like focusing on what I'm grateful for instead of what I'm ungrateful for. And that's really hard, because that's the type of mindset that I've had almost my whole life. You know, I developed it unconsciously. So my sponsor says I'm growing and I'm becoming liberated, even though I might not feel it now, but I can't dismiss what I'm doing because I haven't done it long enough and it feels better than my old life.
I think that's a really deep synopsis of what it is to embrace positive change. A lot of influential people have gone through this as well, and maybe some not so influential, but maybe very normal people go through it every day. And I think it's a part of maturity, and I think that the rewards will pay off in the long run, because you will be focusing your life towards making a positive difference, not only in your own life, but you'll pass those benefits on to your community and the people that you live with and see on a daily basis. And Paige, I'm going to conclude that first interview. Do you have any? I guess that's it. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts on what it is to embrace positive change.
Thank you.